reading here, but all right, let's get a little introduction going here. So this reading is for Aquarius Sun, though it may also resonate with Aquarius Moon and Aquarius Rising. Please make sure to check out your Sun, your Moon, and your Rising sign video, as you may be operating more fully from one aspect of your personality over another at any given time. Also, keep in mind, though I say this is about you, I am aware this can be about your person or someone else around you. So don't take it personal. Just look at it as a roadmap of things that may be going on around you that may or may not be involved with you, but affects you, whether it's consciously, subconsciously, in front of your face, or behind the scenes. All right, so I'm getting chopsticks. What else? A fan belt. Some of you may have to replace a fan belt. All right, Aquarius. I'm so very tired. It's hard for me to do these today, but I'm doing them anyway. Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius right now? You could be dealing with a Leo person, or you could be in the spotlight, or there could be some truths coming out. We'll see. Okay. I feel like there's some truths coming out about your work situation. Or about a Virgo or a Leo person. Aquarius. Oh, your cards are coming out fast. Yeah, it's something about... Okay, for some of you, it could be that you worked behind the scenes or somebody else worked behind the scenes and this was being kept a secret. But for most of you, it's like you guys being happy about a work situation being hidden in the past, maybe, or something like that. Or somebody around you was. Aquarius. Tell me what's going on for Aquarius. I'm getting the feeling of somebody who pretended to be sad about something. Either way, there's definitely the secretiveness here. It's like a past situation that you kept secret that has to involves work. All right. Or like I said, it could be Leo, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, any of those signs. Aquarius. You know what? This was something that had legal connotations to it, so it means that something was going on illegal at work and you were happy that it was kept a secret. Or somebody around you was. Or around a work situation. Doesn't have to necessarily be your work, but somebody's work. Oh. All right. I'm going to show this other card in a minute, but I'm not going to make it part of the reading. It's like you were able to, the way that I feel this is like seal a document or not have to provide a certain evidence, okay, that would have been incriminating to you or to your organization here. The other card that came out, but I didn't count it, was selfishness. So you may have done this out of selfishness. Aquarius. You may have prevented somebody from working, or somebody may have prevented you from working. That could be a story for some of you too. Look, yes, that's exactly what happened. Look, restricted from work or restrictions around work. You understand what I'm saying? Or for some of you, this could be like for legal reasons, you took your time to get a job. All right, it could be either way. But it kind of looks more like legally restricting somebody's ability to work. Aquarius. If it wasn't about work, somebody could have legally created a way where they didn't have to tell the truth about a father or a boss, okay? If it's not that. Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius, please? And you did this out of your own emotions. There could have been lack of boundaries also that's involved. I don't know. Somebody, okay. Somebody, you could have made it where somebody couldn't work so they would be really emotional. That could be part of it too. Or maybe you weren't allowed to work. Either you weren't allowed to work or somebody else wasn't allowed to work. All right, there could have been something about that. And being overly emotional and lacking boundaries. Either way, let's keep going. Aquarius. You could have created restrictions to a father or to a position of, or I was going to say a position of power, but I don't know why I'm saying that because that's not what that card means. Oh. I just noticed there's a Pluto card down on the floor. But, okay, this is luck, growth, and expansion. You received luck, growth, and expansion, and you were happy to withhold information about maybe details about a work situation that was hidden and that you were emotional about secretly, okay? That's going to be transforming. Aquarius. Aquarius. Wow. You even received money from this. So you lied or did something illegal at work, or someone around you did, and they even received like a large sum of money on top of that. This person is very prideful and arrogant about it as well. Why am I getting the word malicious? I don't know. This could be like gossipy, malicious gossip or something. I don't know. For some of you, because you didn't want to help somebody, like maybe you got on government assistance and now you can't work and make good money yourself. All right. That's an overall feeling I'm getting for some of you. I'm just being honest. Yeah. There's some kind, it may not be exactly that energy, but it's something like that is going on, either to you or to someone around you. But the center of the reading is Saturn and 10th house. So this is like red tape around career, public reputation, lifetime achievements, public recognition, a person's legacy. All right. I do. I almost feel like somebody used somebody else's empathy against them as well to get this to go in their favor, right? Yeah, that's the overall feeling that I'm getting. I'm not going to keep going with that. Let's move on. Sorry, y'all. I don't feel like being on camera today, so I'm kind of like, I haven't even put on makeup or anything. Just like, eh. All right, let's go to the tarot. Let's see. This may be a continuation of the previous read, or it may be a completely new one. But yeah, it feels like somebody felt like they got out like a bandit because they were getting help from other people or other sources, right? And didn't have to give to someone else. But now it's like, you know, it's kind of like the requirements that happen when you're, I'm not saying that you're on government assistance, but it's like the requirements on government assistance is you can't make more than X amount of dollars, right? And so now you're stuck in that rut, or the person you're dealing with is. For those of you that it resonates with. Now, it could be, you know, like I said, some of you could have prevented somebody from being able to work or whatever. And it's like you did it so that you would receive some money or something like that. And you pretended to be a victim, basically, so that things would go in your favor for some of you. But regardless, my real feeling is the first one. It's more like somebody screwed themselves because they didn't want to cooperate with somebody, is the way I'm hearing it. You didn't want to cooperate with somebody. Now you're the one who's struggling. All right, let's do it again. Aquarius. Look at that. That's the Aquarius card. That is the Star. Feeling hopeful. Maybe even trying to heal a situation for some of you. Okay. Maybe you're trying to heal a relationship with somebody now that things are not going in your favor. Or maybe you're hopeful about some sort of relationship. There could be that too. Aquarius. Aquarius. Ew. Were you hopeful to bully somebody? Because that's what that looks like, and that's right after your card. You thought you could bully somebody. Could be a child, could be a romantic partner, or somebody you worked with creatively. Doesn't have to be any of those, but yeah, I'm showing Aquarius as a bully in this reading. Wow, a bully at work, no less. Some of you also could have been involved in creative work or even sex-related work, um, or work that involves children, but it doesn't have to be. But I'm getting this kind of like, wait, sharing resources because of a romance at work or a child at work or something like that. But either way, I'm not going to even go there. This is Aquarius person bullying regarding some sort of work situation, no matter how you spin it. And both readings are saying that. Aquarius. Yeah, and because you were a bully, for a lot of you, your job ended or is ending. One of the two. This is your card also. So this is definitely talking about you, not the other person. Okay. You could be involved with a Leo person. This would not surprise me at all. But it's yeah, I'm getting a big bullying, big bully energy here. But also not being sorry for it. I don't know which one of these. God, that's you again. This is about you. Potentially you and a Leo person, because y'all, a Leo and Aquarius keeps coming up in your reading here. You and a Leo person may have been bullies at work. Okay. Bullying at work. You were optimistic of your strategy of bullying is the way that it's coming out. Strongly. Okay. Aquarius. There could have been like another person involved, like maybe, okay, so this card can be pregnancy. This card could be the other woman or the other man. All right. But for a lot of you, it's like you were optimistic as a strategy to be strong about this situation. All right. You had to be creative about it. Aquarius. You know, somebody may have been trying to force the mother to stop working or the other woman to stop working. Could be something like that. Look, Death card. Yeah, you know, for some of you, you could have been making up all kinds of shit to get somebody kicked out of work, is what I'm getting here. You did everything in your power to get somebody fired or not let in or something like that. Okay. Could have been something to do with a Pisces person. Yeah, you were trying to end some sort of proposal here. I want that one. That one's calling my name. Yeah, you wanted to end the proposal and to make changes to it. Okay. Some of you may have changed your relationship because of it, or your partnership. You were hopeful to end a cycle. So you ended a partnership, an agreement, or a contract to improve a family situation as a strategy, and now you're trying to be strong. I have no idea what that means, but I'm going to tell you, like, overall, I get the feeling of a work bully, whether it's you or not, but you are all over this reading. I feel like there's a Leo that's working with you, all right? Whoever, you're the bully, but you've got a Leo that's prompting you to do it, all right? Okay. This Leo may be wanting to work creatively. And that's why they want the mother gone. Okay. That could be a thing for some of you too. But no matter how you look at it, you're either losing your job or a proposal that you're wanting is not going to go the way that you want. There's something like that. So oh, okay. So let's look at the thing of government money, right? I'm for some reason I'm drawn to the story of government money, and I know that's not the case for all of y'all, but for some reason today that's what wants to come out. So some of you, like, you could have pretended to be divorced or not to be getting child support or something like that so that you could get money to help the family with, or vice versa. Or to help your living situation. Or some of you may have said that's why you were doing it, but that's not really why you were doing it. I'm seeing a couple of different stories. It's going to be different for every Aquarius. But either way, I feel a strategy around shared resources here. So you detach strongly, okay? Some of you may be reliant on other people. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave that alone. Some of you may be relying on other people. Some of you may have trapped yourself in your own lies. That could be another thing too. All right, let's move on. Aquarius. Or this may be that other person, like I said. See, you created distance because of a settlement. So in other words, it's like, well, if I have to share money with you or give money to you, I'm going to leave. There's some kind of energy like that. All right, Aquarius. This is my sex card. This may be for a different Aquarius or the same one, but a different story. But Others of you, this could be you going on vacation. All right. It goes either way. That card does for me. I'm still getting the thing about somebody doing sex work, potentially, but that's not necessarily the case for everybody, obviously. But somebody around you may be. Okay, so some of you, it could be a thing where you said that you were divorced, for instance, but you were still having sex and holding on to this person, okay? There could be something like that. This is you guarding the door. Some of you could have been of service to somebody because, or they could have been of service to you because of joint resources, right? But that choice is changing. I just heard pie in the sky. I don't know why I heard that, but I did. Aquarius. Yeah, whatever you were holding on to now, you know that that's probably not the best choice. Oh, you definitely know it's not the best choice because you got the misfortune card. You know what? Some of you, I'm getting a storyline too where this could be a partner who's dying, for instance. And it's like, this is somebody that maybe you were married to but divorced. Or there was a story about marriage and divorce somehow enfolded in this story. But for a lot of you, it'll be more that it turned into just a romantic relationship where you were just holding on to each other because you shared monies with each other. But if you were married before and you changed it and you were just having sex and holding on now, it's like things are changing and you're fearful now because now you don't have that backup of that partner's resources if they pass away. It's just an example, okay? But for most of you, it's more about the fact that somebody that you were having sex with and holding on to that you wouldn't let go of is keeping you fearful here. You may be afraid of losing this person or losing something because of this person. Conflict. You may be fearful that you're going to lose somebody or lose something from someone. Like you've been through something bad, but it's like maybe about a work situation in the past or a father figure in the past or a work or a family situation. A work or a father situation that was hidden. Either way, I'm seeing not wanting there to be a knockdown, drag out, pretty much. Aquarius. So you're not talking about it. You're not telling anybody that you were just holding on and having sex and sharing resources. You're not telling anybody that part. And you're hoping by just not telling anybody that, everybody will just get over it. See, I'm being quiet about it. I'm not going to tell anybody. Some of you, there could have been a sex change involved as well. Aquarius. Yeah, see, you're trying to keep this under control. Okay, so some of you, like you, Okay. Very, very few of you. Very, very few of you. But for some of you, it could be, you know, like people don't even know this person had a sex change, or you think they don't know this person had a sex change, or that you did, right? Um, Let me just keep going. Yeah, look, because you felt bad. Y'all, this is for the people who are dealing with a sex change. Trust me, this whole story isn't about a sex change. If that doesn't equate to you, don't worry about it. We'll get past that in a minute. But for those of you who it does, like you may have been staying with somebody, holding on to them, having sex with them, or going on vacations with them, or something like that. But it's like it was more about sex and or shared resources, but it was not an actual marriage for most of you. Okay, that's the feeling that I'm getting. And it's like one of you may have had a sex change and the other one didn't want to leave the other because it would it was an empathetic thing. You know what I mean? Like I would feel bad if I left you now, you know. But for those of you that that's not about, all right, it's kind of like just being in a relationship with somebody who didn't have a sex change and all the stuff I said before. It could go with or without the sex change, okay? But somebody feeling bad for another person here. Let's do one more. One more. Come on now. Maybe because the truth would come out, or because the truth did come out. Okay. If you did tell somebody, you know what, my feelings for you changed because of the sex change, that probably led to a breakup. All right. I don't know, y'all. I feel like somebody, yeah, somebody was afraid to make a transition here. Somebody was afraid to make a transition. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, this is talking about, like I said, a work situation or a father figure in the past, or a situation that was hidden. So it's like a father that was hidden, a boss that was hidden, a work situation that was hidden, career, public reputation, lifetime achievements, all of that stuff hidden, something like that. But like, that's what I feel. I feel like it feels more like this couple. And I'm again, it may not be this exact detail, but it's that kind of vibe. There's something where it's like these people are supposed to be married, but they're really just having sex and holding on to each other because they're getting money from each other. And it's like there's a change going on to the relationship or to the status here that has you guys in fear legally, okay? Because of this work or father situation that was hidden. Some of you, you may not have been married, but then you wound up getting married to control a situation, to cover up, or something like that. Everybody's going to have a different story. There, it can go both ways, okay? Just remember that. But it's like, some of you, if you did wind up getting married, then the sex ended, all right? I don't know, y'all. There's so much information here. I can't even keep up with it all. You hit a legal father or a work situation in the past. And it's like there's so much bullshit going on around this that it's like I can't even keep up with it all. You may have controlled somebody sexually and experienced a misfortune because you felt bad for them and you were holding on to them. You had a hard time being honest about it. You may have chosen to heal the situation, but like I said, there's something coming, something's changing. All right, something's changing. You may be trying to recover a friendship now. All right, but cautiously so. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've got. All right, let's move on. Let's look at your shadow side, Aquarius's shadow side. I apologize, guys. I'm not looking at the comments right now, so I see somebody said something, but I can't see it from here. All right, Aquarius's shadow side. What's going on with their shadow side now? Shadow side for Aquarius. Alone in the world. The weird thing is, I'm getting the word injustice from this too, even though it has nothing to do with injustice. But alone in the world. Some of you may feel as if you had been of service to someone else, but you weren't taken care of yourself, right? That could be a thing too. Alone in the world says, in solitude I stand, in solitude I may shine. So this may be a time where you need to spend more time in reflection, all right? It says, hold on, I got to grab this. It's hard to hold this up and then look at the book at the same time. Under the morning light in a closed and silent court, paved with stones, laced by trees, a beautiful woman sits naked on a precious bench. Many blankets or drapes are around her in color colors red and white, like discarded wings. I made my home a cloister, my heart a chalice for the faintest breeze, and yet I stand alone. I feel like somebody feels like they went over, above, and beyond, and then were disregarded, okay? This is supposed to be about you, so that could be what you feel like you went above and beyond, but were discarded. But it says, waiting for something to come back. When we parted ways, we promised to each other, I will wait for you, and I will come back. We may have used different words like it's just for a few months, or a sharper pen like I don't need you. Still, we are waiting. Mind has lost hope, body has lost memory, but our heart is still incomplete. It is shrined into a blessed feeling of longing and desire, innocence and hope, but it also entombed into a well of solitude and distance. It built walls to stall the passage of time, and the walls kept out everything. Will the prince come, or has the world gone silent while we waited? Waiting is a transition. It has a beginning and it has an end. Waiting is the night, and morning brings the sun of a new day. I need to look at this for a second. Y'all, I don't know why, but I get some kind of like sexual guilt Well, actually, I do know why, because that reading actually kind of alluded to that too. Sexual guilt doesn't mean necessarily, like, for instance, you had an affair, which you may have, but it's not even about that. It's about sexuality in general, you know, for some of you. For others of you, I'm getting this like blank canvas energy. So some of you may be starting anew and like you don't know what to do. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling too. For some of you, you're starting anew and you don't know what to do. Oh my gosh. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. What's down there? Queen of My World. Yeah, you can only, okay, let me just say this. You can only really control what you do. You can't control what other people do or say. This may be a lesson to you to be, the way that I want to say this, guys, I feel like it's more about learning that sometimes you can, it almost reminds me of Pisces. It's self-sacrificing. Like there's a point where you do for other people and that's fine, but not to the point of self-sacrifice, okay? When you sacrifice yourself and that person allows you to sacrifice yourself, that should tell you right there that they don't value you, all right? Or vice versa, you didn't value them. So we'll just leave it at that. All right, let's move on. We're doing the Take a Magical Fucking Journey cards, which I always use for advice because it's kind of vague, but it's enough information that it's not completely, I don't know. I like it to be a little more lighthearted. Aquarius advice. What is the advice for Aquarius right now? Ooh, hold on. Advice for Aquarius. Break some fucking rules. So you think you're doing what's right, but Santa Claus here is telling you to break some rules. Break some fucking rules. Sometimes breaking the rules can lead to some badass shit. Every once in a while, be the reason Santa Claus has a naughty list. All right, I feel like that is very self-explanatory. We have one more. Advice for Aquarius. It's okay to take a fucking break. See? You don't always have to be of service to other people. I mean, not to the point of failing yourself is what I want to say, okay? But it says it's okay to take a fucking break. Damn, you've earned it. Recharge and rest that beautiful body. You work so fucking hard and it's easy to forget to take time to reset yourself. Let today be the day you set aside some time to recharge and replenish your energy. All right, guys. Let's see if I can get these back in there. Well, all of them except for one is going back in there. That one wants to hang up on the side. There we go. All right. Let's see how your love interest feels about you. Remember, this can be flipped, but this is supposed to be how they feel about you. How does Aquarius's love interest feel about them? How does Aquarius's love interest feel about them? that one right there. Your person feels like they were wrong. Aquarius's person, how do they feel about Aquarius? They do think about you all the time. What does Aquarius's person feel about them right now? Addictions to sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever, okay. But this is what this is supposed to be, what they think of you. But I don't know, the way that I would see that is that somehow addictions and sex and drugs were involved in the story, okay? No matter how you look at it. They're blaming themselves somewhere along the line. They're saying that they think about you all of the time, but they also realize that part of the problem had something to do with addictions or sex addictions, like alcohol, drugs, or sex addictions. And then I'm only going to pull like maybe 3 or 4 of these because, to be quite honest, I got to go potty. But I'll do some love cards for Aquarius. Love reading for Aquarius, please. It's way too many. A love reading for Aquarius, please. I'm going to just take that one. Finding myself. It was time I went within to find myself again. I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space. So you guys may be in separation, Aquarius, or maybe you were in separation. Aquarius love reading. I feel like that one, but I'm single right now and I'm not attached to anyone and not looking to get into a relationship. Why do I feel like they're trying to tell you, they're trying to convince you, or you're trying to convince them? It's one of you is trying to convince the other that, yeah, I need to be apart from you. We're not gonna be together, but I promise you, I'm not gonna see anybody else. I promise. Aquarius love reading. My mother is a big influence on my behavior now. As an adult, I have challenges with connecting to the divine feminine energy within me and externally. Somebody's having a hard time letting things run their course, is what I'm getting from this. I feel like somebody's lying to themselves. I've been dreaming about you. In my dreams, we are so free and in love. I wish I could stay there forever. Being with you reminds me of simpler times. You bring me so much happiness and peace. All right. So I get, like I said, I get this feeling of 2 people in separation, one or both telling the other that I promise you I'm not going to see anybody else, but not necessarily receptive yet to the relationship or to coming back together. It could be something like that. But I feel like it's more of a convincing kind of energy, like somebody's trying to convince the other person, you know, like, I want to be with you. I think about us all the time. You're the one I'm supposed to be with. You know what I mean? But again, I feel like this is 100% like somebody is lying to themselves. They may be lying to the other person too, but it's like, I feel like they want to believe that they want to believe it as much as they're saying it. But it's one last card, and then I'm going to go to the bathroom. Sorry, guys. Aquarius love reading. I'm going to, no. Yep, I am too. I feel that one. Look. Other people's opinions. It says, I feel bound by my culture and by my family's beliefs on how I should live my life. I'm working towards breaking free from limiting myself based on their beliefs. All right. Somebody feels guilty. Somebody is making this, they're trying to convince themselves and the other person that this is going to work out based on what the expectation of, I'm going to call it society, because it's saying family, but we're going to say the people around them or the people of their upbringing. They feel like it would be wrong to walk away from the other person. And I feel like that's really what's going on here. Yeah. That's what's going on here. I'm going to let that go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope at least one of them resonated for you. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all again soon. Bye, guys.